Van life is the dream for many, but building your own van from scratch? That's a whole different adventure. The truth is, van builds can quickly get complicated if you're not careful. From wiring and layout to insulation and ventilation, there are plenty of easy traps to fall into. Today, we're sharing the top 10 mistakes you want to avoid to keep your build smooth and your travels stress-free. Let's get rolling. Insulation might not be the sexiest part of your van build, but it's arguably the most crucial. Skip it or choose poorly, and you'll create a metal box that swings wildly between sauna and icebox with the changing weather. Good insulation affects everything: your comfort, energy efficiency, moisture control, and even how quiet your space feels. The wrong choices can lead to condensation trapped in walls, creating perfect conditions for mold, rust, and a generally miserable living experience. When selecting materials, consider your travel climate first. For cold weather adventuring, natural options like sheep's wool and Thinsulate excel by managing moisture while providing excellent thermal protection. If you're desert-bound, rigid foam boards, XPS or polyeso, offer high R value on flat surfaces without excessive thickness. Remember to insulate comprehensively. Heat rises and escapes through your ceiling, while cold seeps up through the floor. Proper sealing of gaps is just as important as the insulation itself. Even small air leaks can dramatically reduce effectiveness. One common mistake: relying solely on reflective materials like Reflectix. These products only work effectively with an air gap and should complement your primary insulation, not replace it. While it's tempting to save money here, since insulation gets covered up anyway, resist that urge. This invisible component will impact your comfort every single day on the road. The best insulation is one you install correctly once and then forget about, because it's quietly doing its job keeping you comfortable through all seasons. First-time van builders often make one critical mistake: treating their vehicle like a stationary tiny house. While repurposing household cabinets or installing solid wood countertops might seem practical, these materials weren't designed for life on the move. The primary concern is weight. Vans have specific payload limitations that directly impact fuel economy, handling, and safety. Those beautiful hardwood cabinets and ceramic tiles may look stunning in photos, but they add unnecessary pounds that your van wasn't built to carry. Equally important is flexibility. Unlike houses, vans are constantly in motion, flexing, bouncing, and shifting on every journey. Traditional household materials are designed for stability, not movement. This incompatibility leads to cracking, warping, or fixtures coming loose at the worst possible moments. The solution? Embrace materials specifically suited for mobile living. Lightweight options like quality plywood, composite panels, and aluminum framing offer strength without excess weight. Building custom cabinets rather than repurposing household furniture ensures better fit, reduced weight, and proper securing techniques. In wet areas, choose marine-grade or moisture-resistant materials that can handle condensation and splashes. Replace heavy, rigid surfaces like ceramic tile with lightweight alternatives such as vinyl or peel and stick options that can flex with your van's movement. Remember this fundamental principle: your van is a vehicle first and a living space second. Every design decision should honor this reality, creating a home that's built for the road, not just parked on it. When transforming a van into a home on wheels, it's tempting to jump straight to the Instagram-worthy parts: custom cabinets, beautiful countertops, and cozy sleeping nooks. But experienced builders know a crucial secret: your electrical system needs to be planned and installed before anything else. Many first-timers learn this lesson the hard way, facing the painful choice between cutting into finished walls or living with an inadequate electrical setup. The solution is straightforward. Wiring comes first, period. Before the first piece of insulation goes in, map out your entire electrical system. Sketch a wiring diagram showing the location of your battery bank, fuse box, inverter, and solar controller. Plan the pathways for wires through your van's structure, considering how they'll navigate around insulation, ceiling, and cabinetry. Invest in quality marine-grade wire that can withstand the vibration and temperature fluctuations of mobile living. Ensure everything is properly fused for safety. While you're at it, run extra conduit or wires to areas where you might want future upgrades. It's infinitely easier than retrofitting later. Perhaps most importantly, label every wire as you install it. Once walls are up, this simple step becomes invaluable for troubleshooting or modifications. The electrical system may seem daunting, but it's the backbone of your van's functionality. Give it the priority it deserves at the beginning, and you'll avoid the frustration of electrical afterthoughts later. Ventilation is easy to overlook in your van build until you wake up to windows streaming with condensation and everything smelling like a gym locker. In the confined space of a van, proper airflow isn't just nice to have, it's essential. Every everyday activity releases moisture into your tiny home. Cooking pasta, brewing coffee, breathing, and even sleeping. An average person releases nearly a pint of water just by breathing during an 8-hour sleep. Without ventilation, this moisture has nowhere to escape, leading to condensation that can silently cause mold growth and rust behind your carefully installed walls and insulation. The cornerstone of any good ventilation system is a quality roof fan. Whether you invest in a premium MaxxAir or choose a budget-friendly alternative, install it before completing your ceiling. These fans efficiently exchange stale, moist air for fresh outside air, dramatically improving comfort and preventing moisture damage. For optimal airflow, create a complete ventilation path with 2 points, one for exhaust, your fan, and another for intake, like a cracked window or floor vent. This creates the cross breeze necessary for effective air exchange. Cooking indoors makes ventilation even more critical, unless you want your bedding to smell like last night's stir-fry. Additionally, proper airflow helps regulate temperature, preventing your van from becoming an unbearable metal oven in summer. Don't treat ventilation as an afterthought. Build it into your design from day one, and you'll create a healthier, more comfortable van life experience that protects your investment for years to come. Those picture-perfect van layouts flooding social media can be deceiving. While they might look stunning in carefully staged photos, copying someone else's design without considering your unique needs is a recipe for disappointment on the road. In a space where every inch matters, your layout determines how you'll experience van life day to day. The positioning of your bed, kitchen, storage, and seating affects everything from your sleep quality to how easily you can prepare meals or find your belongings. Before committing to permanent fixtures, take time to mock up your layout using temporary materials. Outline spaces with painter's tape, create furniture from cardboard boxes, or build simple wooden frames. Then, test drive your design by spending time in the space, sitting, lying down, pretending to cook, and moving through your simulated layout. Pay attention to practical details. Can you fully open cabinet doors? Is there enough headroom where you need it? Does the refrigerator placement make sense for your cooking workflow? Where will dirty laundry go? These seemingly small considerations become significant irritations if overlooked. Most importantly, design for your specific lifestyle. Digital nomads might prioritize a comfortable workspace over extensive kitchen facilities. Outdoor enthusiasts need gear storage more than lounge space. Tall people require different sleeping arrangements than shorter individuals. Remember, your van should serve your unique needs, not replicate someone else's Instagram aesthetic. The most beautiful design is the one that works for your real life. Take the extra time to plan and test your layout now. It's far easier than rebuilding later. Water might seem harmless, but in a van conversion, it's your biggest enemy. Unchecked moisture can silently destroy your home on wheels from the inside out, creating mold, mildew, rot, and rust that you may not discover until it's too late. Most van dwellers don't realize how much humidity their daily activities generate. Each night of sleep adds about a pint of moisture to the air through breathing alone. Add cooking, washing, and drying wet gear, and your tiny metal box quickly becomes a condensation factory, especially in cold weather when warm air meets cold metal surfaces. To protect your investment, moisture proofing must be incorporated at every stage of your build. Start by thoroughly sealing the van shell itself. Caulk around windows, use quality butyl tape on roof seams, and ensure all exterior penetrations for fans, vents, and wiring are completely watertight. Between your insulation and wall panels, install a proper vapor barrier to prevent warm, humid air from reaching cold metal surfaces where it can condense. Choose closed-cell insulation materials that resist water absorption rather than holding it against your van's metal skin. Pay special attention to your subfloor. It's particularly vulnerable to rot if moisture becomes trapped underneath. Use water-resistant materials and consider sealing your subfloor completely before installing the finished floor on top. Identify potential moisture collection points around sinks, doorways, and storage areas for wet items. Create ventilation pathways and drainage solutions for these high-risk zones. Remember, water finds a way. Build your van as if rain is inevitable, because in mobile living, managing moisture isn't optional. It's essential for longevity. One of the most common yet frustrating mistakes in van conversions is drastically underestimating electrical needs. It begins innocently enough. I only need to power a fridge and some lights, until reality strikes when your laptop dies during a work deadline, your cooling fan quits on a sweltering night, or your batteries deplete after 2 cloudy days. The truth? Power consumption adds up astonishingly fast in a tiny space. Your refrigerator runs constantly, drawing power 24/7. Ventilation fans might operate through the night. Factor in charging devices, brewing coffee, pumping water, and illuminating your space, and suddenly your modest power needs aren't so modest anymore. Before purchasing a single component, calculate your actual daily power requirements. Create a comprehensive list of every device you'll use, noting its wattage and estimated hours of operation. Multiply these figures to determine your total daily watt hours. Then size your battery bank accordingly, always adding a 20 to 30% buffer, especially if you plan extensive off-grid adventures. Battery chemistry matters significantly. Lithium iron phosphate batteries command a higher upfront investment but deliver superior value through greater usable capacity, up to 100% versus 50% for lead acid, lighter weight, longer lifespan, and improved safety profiles. Don't forget your charging source, typically solar panels. But remember that panels merely replenish your batteries. They can't compensate for an undersized battery bank. The bottom line? In van life, your electrical system directly translates to freedom and comfort. Build a system that supports your actual lifestyle needs, not just one that fits your initial budget constraints. When converting a van, it's easy to get caught up in exciting details like solar panels and battery capacity. However, 2 critical safety components often get overlooked: the fuse box and kill switch. These unsung heroes could literally save your home on wheels from disaster. A properly installed fuse box is your first line of defense against electrical fires. Each circuit in your van should have an appropriately sized fuse that will break the connection if something goes wrong. Think of fuses as sacrificial components designed to fail safely before your wiring overheats or your devices get damaged. Without them, a minor electrical issue, like a pinched wire or faulty appliance, can quickly escalate into a dangerous fire situation in your confined living space. Equally important is a battery disconnect switch, kill switch. This simple device allows you to completely isolate your battery bank from the rest of your electrical system with a single twist or click. It's essential when performing any electrical work, preventing accidental shorts that could damage components or cause injury. It also prevents parasitic drain during storage periods, extending battery life. Installing these safety features isn't complicated or expensive. A quality fuse block costs $30 to $100, and a heavy-duty disconnect switch runs about $15 to $50, a tiny fraction of your overall electrical budget. Yet these humble components provide invaluable protection for your entire investment. Van's electrical system isn't just about powering your lifestyle, it's about doing so safely. Never cut corners on these fundamental protections. The peace of mind alone is worth the minimal extra effort. When converting your van into a home on wheels, remember this crucial truth. While your parking spots will rarely be perfectly level, your interior build absolutely should be. This seemingly small detail, building level structures inside a vehicle that's frequently tilted, can make the difference between comfortable van life and constant frustration. Imagine trying to sleep on a crooked bed where you're constantly fighting gravity to avoid sliding toward one edge. Beyond ruining your sleep quality, an unlevel bed frame can create pressure points, cause your mattress to wear unevenly, and even result in back pain over time. What begins as a minor annoyance quickly becomes a major comfort issue during those 2,900 hours you'll spend sleeping each year. Similarly, cabinets and drawers installed off-level create daily headaches. Drawers roll open while driving, cabinet doors swing unexpectedly, and items shift inside storage compartments. The road vibration that's inevitable in mobile living only amplifies these problems, gradually loosening hardware and potentially causing structural failure. Fortunately, achieving level installations isn't complicated. It simply requires patience and attention to detail. A quality spirit level becomes your most important tool during construction. Check measurements from multiple angles, side to side and front to back, and use shims or adjustable mounting hardware to compensate for your van's irregular surfaces. The effort invested in leveling your build pays dividends through better sleep, secure storage, and reduced wear on your components. While the world outside may tilt unpredictably beneath your tires, the sanctuary you create inside can remain perfectly, comfortably level. There's a persistent image in van life social media. The lone DIY builder transforming an empty metal shell into a stunning tiny home through sheer determination and YouTube tutorials. But here's the reality check every first-time builder needs. Tackling your conversion entirely solo often leads to unnecessary frustration, expensive mistakes, and a longer build timeline. The most successful van builds typically involve collaboration. Whether it's recruiting a friend to help hold panels during installation, consulting an electrician to verify your wiring setup, or connecting with experienced builders for advice, a second perspective can be invaluable. Some tasks are physically impossible to complete properly alone. Try installing a ceiling panel by yourself, and you'll quickly understand why. Beyond the practical advantages, building with others brings psychological benefits. Van conversions can become overwhelming, with weeks stretching into months of problem-solving and physical labor. Having support keeps motivation high during inevitable setbacks and celebrates victories along the way. Remember those polished YouTube tutorials? What they don't show are the off-camera helping hands, multiple takes, or years of experience that make complex tasks look effortless. You're not cheating by seeking similar support. Consider joining van build communities online or attending meetups. Fellow builders are often generous with knowledge, tools, and even hands-on assistance. Their experience can help you avoid common pitfalls and discover innovative solutions. Asking for help isn't a sign of weakness. It's a strategic approach that saves time, money, and sanity. The most impressive DIY builds aren't necessarily done alone. They're done smart, with the right help at the right time. Building your dream van is a journey full of learning, and avoiding these mistakes will save you headaches and money. If you found this helpful, drop a comment below with your own tips or questions. We'd love to hear from you. And don't miss our next video, where we'll dive into essential tools every DIY van builder needs. Thanks for watching, and happy building.